Mm-hmm. What's up, everybody? Let y'all see the shirts in the back. Kick Rock, I am the church. And then the pink one right there. I'm trying to point my finger there. The pink one right there. There's a little bit of glare from the light, but it says the same Kick Rocks. And so these are um, the beginning of, this is the beginning of our merch shop. So far we have two shirts, and we're working on the third shirt. So the first shirt is "I am the church," and what that simply means is you are the church. The building does not. The building is not. The building is only the building. When you step outside your house, if you claim to be a Christian, then you represent God. And so you are the church. You as an individual are the church. And then the other one, like I said, it's Kick Rocks. And if you can see, it's got a rock in the middle of the between the R and the C. Hey, Adrian, how are you, buddy? How have you been? I missed you a couple of times. Well, I missed you yesterday, but that fish sandwich, bro, it was on point. Adrian, can you see my merch? This is these are the shirts that I have in my merch store that's coming. I'm working on getting a website. Well, I'm working on either getting a website or finding a link through PayPal to get it set up. I just want to start with. I want to use the most economical avenue. So um, I'm thinking about PayPal. I have been researching some other sites, but I did give myself a 2 week time limit. And so I have one more week. And so I will have it up by next week for and have it linked to my channel. So and hey babe, thank you for logging on. I appreciate you. And Adrian, and I'm sorry that I'm late. I was having some technical difficulties. I was trying to use Streamlabs on my phone because of the lighting in the kitchen so bright. So I came up with this great plan to set up shop over in another area using my phone, and the lighting was great. The background was great. You could see the shirts perfect, but for some reason, it kept telling me that I was live, but it was waiting on me to join. And I don't know what that was about. And so when I came over to the computer, it says that it couldn't access because I was using another application or something. So I had to reboot my whole system, and here it is. Here I am. But better late than never. I am here, Adrian. You were just talking about punctuality yesterday on your live. Um, and so that's the first thing I thought about. Dang, Adrian gonna come for me. But hey, I love your motivation and consistency on the weight loss Thursday and the Thursday. Thank you, Adrian. I was gonna give up. Hey T, how are you? Thank you for coming. I was about to give up, Adrian. I was so frustrated that my live wasn't working. I had sent a message in our Instagram chat, and I told everybody, I said, guys, there's no live tonight due to some technical difficulties. So I'm glad, if my husband hadn't have pushed me to come on, I probably would have just been pouting the whole night because I didn't go live. But I'm here, and I do have a topic. Hey, Big Brown, how are you? Thanks for being here. And yes, please thumbs me up and share me out if you can. We do have a topic. If you were given the opportunity to relive life, what would you do differently? Or would you do anything differently? Um, some people are, are pleased with how their life has turned out. Um, but if you were given the opportunity, what would you do different? Would you marry? Would you have kids? Would you, I don't know, would you travel? I think if I had a do-over, I would have started to travel earlier in life, before I started to have kids. Now that is still one of my goals to, um, Seth will be graduating in a couple of years. So my husband and I talk about now, how we'd like to travel once, we become empty nesters. So if I could do anything over again, I would travel first before I started, my family. But I'm proud of the way my life turned out. But if I could do it over, that's what I would do. And so, uh, Adrian, I felt so bad. I really did. Cause this whole YouTube thing, and you and I talked about it when we were messaging, how it's teaching me, about time, timeliness, punctuality, and people don't want to wait on you. Now, understand that sometimes things happen. Yes, I know, and some things are, inevitable. They will happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I just felt like, dang, we just talked about this. I just said how punctuality is so important, and somebody just didn't want me to be great tonight. And it almost worked because I almost didn't go live. And so, but I'm here. And so we want to talk about opportunity. If you were given a chance to do over, what would you do? And I threw in that word opportunity because it was something that I had written down that I wanted to talk about. And I don't have my notepad, but I have my vision board. My vision board is right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is my vision board. And I'm going to do a video on, I'm going to be doing a video on it because it's 5 definitions that define me, Keely, in 2020. And so on one of them is opportunity. And the word opportunity means a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. And that goes right in line with what I was talking about. If given the opportunity, if given the chance or opportunity to have a do-over, what would you do different or not? And so that's my I'm just hanging this back. This is my workspace. I use the kitchen as my workspace. I am thinking about turning one of the bedrooms into an office, um, because we have 2 extra bedrooms that are not being used. And so, and when Jalen comes home from college, I could just move back right here in the kitchen. Hey James, how are you? Um, hey T, I saw that you had a premiere. How did it go? Sis, I was trying to get this live up and jumping. Hey Andrea, yay. How are you? How are you doing, sis? T, I saw you had a picture of Blove in the corner, girl. Did you get a shout out too, girl? That's so exciting. I've been seeing some awesome premieres and some awesome videos of shout outs. And there was actually a discussion in one of the chats that I was in yesterday on um the conflict over the whole cameo thing. Um, and we can touch on that tonight too, if you all want to. How do you feel about the cameos? Me personally, I think it's a great way for exposure. Business is business. Business is business. Like Adrian, you own your business. What would you would do? Whatever it took at the time, you would do whatever it takes to make your business, um, successful, right? So I just think that using cameos are, a form of, promotion. And you do whatever you need to do. If you have a goal, there's that word again, goal, and given the opportunity or the chance to do something different or to make your channel pop or to, do whatever it is that you set out to do. If you have a goal that you want to be at 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, whatever your goal is, you do whatever you need to do in order to get there. My bae says if he had a do-over, he would definitely marry at the age of 15. You would marry at the age of 15, babe? Would you? Verns? Hey, sis. Hey, Verns. Y'all, our YouTube cheerleader is in the house. Rah, 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 Verns. I'm rah, rah, rah. I'm cheering you on. Thank you for being here, Verns. Our topic tonight is if you had a chance to redo life, what would you do differently, if anything, or the opportunity? What would you do differently? My husband says he's in here. He's Victor Lee. He says that he would marry at 15. Babe, would would you want to expound on why you would marry at the age of 15? That's a little early. And we touched on cameos too. He says I like cameos because it allows small businesses to connect to the big businesses, which is great networking from bottom line. Babe, absolutely. She's doing a great. Adrian says she's doing a great job with the cameos, and people need to lay off of this lady. She's done so much free before, right, Adrian? Right. I really don't know what I do differently. See, and that's okay. That's okay. Smurf. Hey, Smurfette did it. I like that name, by the way. I would stand up for myself, not be a doormat for others' excuses. Wow, that's big. That's really big. Smurfette, welcome to Keely's Live, and thank you so much for being here. I don't think we have met, but I appreciate you coming in. And yes, I agree with Adrian as well, and as well as my husband, who is Victor Lee. I believe that it is a great way to network your channel and grow your channel. My husband and I wish I had thought about doing a premiere for it. But my husband actually surprised me with a cameo from Blove. And so he did it because he knows that she was my inspiration for getting started on YouTube. And I just matter of factly was talking to him about one of the other YouTubers. I had saw her. I had never heard of Cameo. You paid. Thank you so much, Smurfette. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming out of the bushes. I appreciate you. But when he did it, um, I had never heard of cameos. This was my first time hearing about it. And I was asking him, hey, have you ever heard of something called cameo? And he was like, no. And so he looked it up. And that was the end of the discussion pretty much. And so then a couple of days later, probably the end of the week, I just so happened to walk in my bedroom and I heard Blove's voice. And I just thought that he was watching one of her videos because he didn't know who she was until I started watching her, and she was my inspiration for starting YouTube. So I walked in and he said, "Babe, come look at this." And so I looked and she was talking to me, and so I was just floored. I was all excited, and I could have did the sea walk. Your girl can't dance, but I would have tried to do the sea walk. And so I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It was money well spent. I believe, I have a goal. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm not just doing YouTube just to be doing YouTube. I have an end game for YouTube. And as you can see, the beginning of my game is what you see in the back. And excuse the lighting on the pink shirt, but the pink shirt is right behind me. It says Kick Rocks. I Am the Church is my first shirt. That is my first shirt for merch. And I explained earlier what that means as far as I am the church, because so many people think you have to go to church in order to be saved, in order to live Christ-like, and that's not true. The word says to assemble yourselves together. That's so you can gain strength and encourage one another. But you yourself are the church. Your body is the church. And so that church is in that shirt is inspired by how I would like to see other Christians act when they step outside. Someone is always watching. And so represent God, represent whoever you believe in. You could believe in Buddha or whoever. And I'm not knocking any religion. I profess to be a Christian. I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ, and I know that I am the church. So what I would like for other believers, whatever you believe in, to realize and encourage them to, when you step outside, represent whoever you serve, represent them to the best of your ability. And that's the inspiration behind that shirt. I am the church. The other two shirts, that's just Keely in her mind. Kick Rocks. And we can mean whatever you want it to mean. For me, it means all my haters, y'all can kick rocks. I'm not letting anybody else hold me down. Smurfette said something in the chat a few minutes ago about not letting people standing up for herself. Which I never had a problem with standing up for myself, but I had a problem with not voicing my opinion. Hence, that's a lot of the reason too why I'm on YouTube, because and you see on my banner it says Keely Speaks. That's because Keely found her voice again on YouTube, and so that's why it's there. And so I'm guilty of letting people use me, and not speaking up, not speaking my mind and being bold as I am now. But can I tell you some life lessons taught me? Girl, you better you better say something. And so now I'm saying something. Now I'm saying something. Okay, so I'm gonna catch up with the chat. Burns says, say that again for the people in the back. Right on, Burns. Why are you doing YouTube? That's right. I'm doing YouTube because this is I'm doing it. I see an end game. I want to make money. I want to be successful. And if I gotta do 10 more cameos, I'm gonna do 10 more cameos. And whatever advice, whatever advice, and I've been getting some good advice. Burns, hey guys, if you've not connected with Burns, she is an awesome channel. She is truly your YT cheerleader, and she gives you so many great nuggets on how to succeed in these YouTube streets, not only in YouTube streets, but life. I've been in her chat where she's given out job referrals for the different companies that were hiring when the pandemic started. She's talked about the stimulus checks. Just a great informational channel. And so many others in here are like Adrian, my little brother, from another mother and daddy. Adrian does cooking and food reviews. He is phenomenal at what he does. He can throw down in the kitchen, eating spicy with tea. Same for her. She does cooking. She is phenomenal at what she does on YouTube. And that's my goal. I want to be phenomenal. I want people to see Keely. I want first for them to see that I'm not just another pretty face. But I want them to see me for me, and what I offer. And I'm here to encourage. I'm here to uplift. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to drop all kind of spiritual nuggets on you. Um, I want to encourage you and love on you. That's my gift. That's my job. Um, and me getting my voice back, I could scream louder to those who feel unloved and unworthy. Let them know that He loves you. And so that's just, that's just some of the reasons why, I'm on YouTube. Didn't know that to begin with. Didn't know I thought that I was going to be going into the mukbang community at first, but God had a whole nother plan for me. And so I said, God, wherever you take me, I will follow. And so far, I've been able to be obedient, and I want to still be obedient. But in doing that, he's opening up doors for me in these YouTube streets. He's giving me this platform to perform and to display some of the gifts that he has put in me, that he has gifted me with. This is the platform that he's allowing me at this point in time to do that. And so those hey Joy. Hey sis, how are you? My husband was just talking about you, Joy, a little bit ago. Um, I speak my mind a little more. Joy, yeah. I said that too. I said that too. I absolutely would speak my mind a little more. And I would travel. I would travel. I would travel more before I started having kids. But that's it. It's never too late. As long as you have breath in your body. This is just a question. As long as you have breath in your body, it is not too late for you to do whatever you have desired to do. It is not too late. As long as you breathe, it's not too late. And so I want to encourage you, the five that are in the chat, to know that it's not too late. It's not too late. As long as you have breath and you can put one foot in front of the other, and even if you can't, it's still not too late. And so, what is Joyce saying? I'm just trying to catch up and make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. Vern says, go for it. Sis, I am going for it. I know the sky is the limit because I know it is, because my God said it was. He said he owns a cattle of 1,000 hills, and I believe just that. He owns it all. And so I am going for it. I am going for all of it. I want all. I want it all. Lord, however you want to bless me, Lord, bless me. Bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. That's what your boy David has said. And so if you had the opportunity, for those of you who've not answered, my husband said, babe, did you even put why you would be married at 15? If you had a do-over, why you would be married at 15? And so I hope you all had a great week this week. I had a great day. I hung out with my husband. We of course we went on our walk, and let me just tell you all about our weight loss challenge. It started off being just that, a weight loss challenge, but it's turned into so much more than that. It's become more of an inspirational type walk, because every morning we go out, there are different nuggets being dropped in us every day. And so we're able to share that to the people. And I said before on one of the days, I said before that this weight loss challenge is so much more than about weight loss. And so I am really enjoying it. I am being inspired myself because of it. And after the 40 days, I still my goal is to still press forward, to still um, exercise and give my body, some working out and loosening up these muscles and these joints, and that is my goal. And it also to live longer and be healthier. And so a story, I started YouTube on June last year. I imagine I would have 100 followers at the end. You started YouTube. You started YouTube in June, Verns. You've done really well this year, but look at God. Won't he do it? I love my page and my boosties. Now I have a business and I'm a brand ambassador. See, that's what I'm talking about, Verns. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The sky is the limit here. Yes, it's hard work. And for those like me, I just started in December the 16th. Was my first video, and it wasn't even an intentional video. I just did it on the fly. I was going to the car wash and said, let me record a video. And ended up uploading it on YouTube. And so, yes, that is awesome, Burns. That is awesome. God can do, he can do. But Burns, you're so supportive of other people, and so giving with your knowledge. And so, of course, it's going to be returned back to you 100 times fold, sis. Look who just kicked the door in. Hey, Marie Duffy. Hey, Marie Duffy is my mom, everybody. I wish her face was on there so y'all can see how pretty she is. Hello, mother dear. And so, hey, mom, I just asked the question. If you could have a do-over, if you had the opportunity to relive life, what would you do differently? If anything, I know you would have had, me and my brother. I know that. That's your greatest accomplishment. One of them, anyway. What would you do differently, if any? And ask Dad, what would he do if he could? If he had a do-over, ask him too. Mom, everybody is speaking to you. So, my mom, she is pretty new to this whole social media world, not Facebook, but YouTube. She's pretty new to YouTube. And I don't know if she does Twitter or all that, baby steps, but she's getting pretty hip. I saw where she had sent me a message on one of the videos. I said, oh, look at Lucy. Lucy know how to put a message on YouTube. And we call each other. I call her Lucy. She calls me Lucy. Don't ask me where it came from. I don't know. It's just something that we do. She's my Lucy, and I'm her Lucy. And so, Mom, if you had a do-over, what would you do differently, if anything? Yes, Joy. Burns, yeah, she my Lucy, Burns. She my Lucy. So Burns, Joy said, yes, Vern's chat it's always rocking. It is always rocking. And every time I go over there, I leave there with more knowledge than when I came through the door. And so Vern is always, she has always been a blessing to me every time I go there. And sometimes, I am in the bushes. But most times, most times I don't like to be in the bushes. I go on and speak because, that's the right thing to do. That's the respectful thing to do when you go in somebody's house. You're supposed to speak, right? And so I have been in the bushes a couple of times. But I try not to do that. But Vern is always a blessing to me. And Vern, I took your advice on the changes to my channel. I did fix the PayPal link, and I did take that from my about section. The only thing that I have not done was put my upload days on my banner. And I did my banner through canva.com. And so when I went back to canva.com, it was not the banner that I have that I saved. It was, I don't know what happened to it. So that's the only reason that I've not done that. But I did add it to my about section, my upload days. And if you all don't know, if you're new here, shout out to the 8 in the stream. If you are new here to my channel, I did change my upload days because it was suggested from our queen Blove to do at least 4 days. And so I chose Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then a live on Thursday. And so those will be my upload days. In addition to that, we are still doing the weight loss challenge. It was 40 days. As of today, we made 20 days. So still 19 days, there will be videos every day for the next 19 days. That's just because of the challenge. But after that, I will go back to my regular scheduled upload days, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30. And sometimes premieres. And sometimes my husband will be with me. I think people really like to see us interact together, so I'm gonna start bringing him on more. And so my mom is back. Oh, you on, girl? You on Instagram? What you say? What? Oh my! I see you, Lucy on Instagram, y'all. I love Canva too, Joy. And it was pretty easy to use. I just don't know why my banner wasn't saved. It wasn't saved. My last edit wasn't saved. Nothing from my last edit was saved. And so I would basically have to redo all the wording and all of that stuff over, which I will start working on. But Vern says, awesome, I'm excited to see you. Vern, and I really, I know that you really mean that. Thank you for your genuine encouragement. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. And I mean, I'm gleaning. I'm in the gleaning stages. So I'm gleaning from you. I'm gleaning from Joy. I'm gleaning from a lot of other people. I'm gleaning. And I want to learn all that I can because I want to be successful. This is not just something to do for me. This is not just fun for me. Like I said earlier, I do have an end game. I'm trying to be an ambassador to Verns. Where do I sign up? Can I get a product review or something? I want to do something. Let me do it. I'm your girl. Any recommendations? Tell them Keely want to do it. I am now a follower on Instagram. Oh, Lucy, I didn't know that you was following me on Instagram, girl. I'm gonna have to go ahead and check you out. A setback for a come up. Joy, you better say that. You better say it. Did you see my response to your question? No, I did not, Lucy. What did you say? Let me go back up. Oh, yes. You two are my greatest accomplishment. I wouldn't change a thing. Hey, everyone. Well, Lucy, you gonna make me cry. You are great. I have a great mom. I have a great mom, guys. I really do. She loves her some me, and I love me some her. And she loved my husband and my children. And so Joy says a setback for a comeback. Joy, can I just say that'll preach all by itself, girl? That will preach all by itself. A setup for a comeback. Let me just expound on that. Sometimes we give the enemy too much play. Things happen in our lives. Yes, God either ordains it or he allows it. But things happen in our lives, and our first thing is, oh, that devil is busy, or that devil did that. That devil, I can't stand it. Well, I can't stand him either. But sometimes we give him too much credit. Sometimes God is doing just that, a setup for a great comeback. Sometimes he's leading you into muddy waters just to get you out there so he can save you. Peter's famous words, Lord, save me. And what did God do? He went and saved him. And so let's start looking at things a little bit closer. And not always carnal vision. Let's start using our spiritual vision for some of these trials and tribulations, because all of them didn't come from Satan. They just didn't. And we give him too much credit. And he, I'm tired. He's got too much credit for me already. Devil. Vern says there are some you can do with no financial gain. They give you the product for free, and you do a video or a review on it. Okay, Verns. Well, I need to know where do I find that? Do I just look that up on YouTube, or if you could DM me, Verns, if you would DM me that information, I would love that. Because I want my hands in. I got 10 fingers. Y'all can see. Let me show y'all. I gotta show y'all these 10. I got 10 fingers. I want my fingers in everything. Everything that will prosper my time, prosper my house, everything that will prosper me. I want it all. I want it all. Hey Zion Sissy, how are you, boo-boo? That Zuppa Toscano looked amazing today. It looked absolutely amazing. I love Zuppa Toscano. I love it. With the breadsticks too, girl. It's Key Squad on and I'll type it in. It's Key Squad on Instagram. And so you're welcome, sissy. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the 8 of you in the stream. Zion, I posed a question. If you could relive life, what would you do differently, if anything, if you had the opportunity to change anything in your life? Would you do so? And what would it be? And so we're just kind of skipping all over the place. Joy says, Keely, most effective thing to do is put your biz for biz collabs and put your email is your default upload. What do you mean, Joy? Do is put your biz collab, put your email. If you're Joy, what do you mean? Okay. Okay. I don't see it yet, babe. I'm trying to. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me check these comments. My husband said he left me a comment, and I'm trying to find it. Oh, Mama Dale, Picky Dale and Mama Dale had a game tonight. They did have a game night. It was too much. Yeah, sometimes those games are hard. I'm putting together a game night. I just don't know what game. Look at my uploads. It has that message. Okay, Joy, I will look. I will look. And I still don't see the message that my husband is talking about. Babe, I'm sorry. I still don't see. I don't see it. But anywho, yeah, we were talking about different avenues. I have a better chance at the emoji game. Joy, I don't even have a chance at the emoji game. Your girl Mukbang, she be on those emojis though. She be on those emojis. I think I've won maybe 2 games. I won a game from Mama Dale and Picky Dale a couple of weeks ago, and then I won one over at Stephanie's. But Stephanie's, I mean, they, it was easy game. My mind don't be thinking it. It don't be thinking it fast. It don't. It's old. Probably all this dye. I fried my brain cells or something. If that's a thing. Okay, Zion. See you later. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so I will check those out. I will check those out, those avenues, because I do. You never get Muck's notes. Yeah, Muck be on it. She be on it for real. Yeah, I want to do different avenues. I know that there are a lot of different avenues to make money on YouTube, not just Amazon affiliates, not just merch. Um, there are a lot of different ways, and so I want to explore every way possible so I can start bringing in some income. Um, I have a very easy game. Bring your brains. Hey, Verns, can you bring your brains? Where do I find that? Oh, hey, Seth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Seth. I saw you speaking earlier, and I got sidetracked. I'm sorry, buddy. Thank you for being here. Seth is our 16-year-old. Um, Joy, no. There's got to be some good games. What did you say? I didn't see it. Yeah, but I didn't see your comment. It was okay. Um, see, I don't see it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read my husband's comment. He said, "Babe, the reason I would marry early is because I now know the end game, and the end game for me is to build a legacy, secure my afterlife, enjoy life, and bless all those around me. So, with that being said, at an early age, I would start my own business, marry my lifetime partner, accept Jesus as Lord, and help as many people along the way. It kills, it kills all the drama. Baby, that's awesome. I'm sorry that I missed that. I'm sorry that I missed that. That's awesome. That's some really good stuff. Really good stuff. Right on. And that's what he said, knowing the end game. It kills all the games. It kills all the unnecessary foolishness that we sometimes go through. And a lot of the things that we allow ourselves or put ourselves in position to have to deal with things. Knowledge is power. And when you know better, you do better. And so in retrospect, we can all look back and say, hey, if I were given the opportunity to do this, yeah, I would have made some game changing moves way back when. And so, that's great, babe. It is not too late. Right now we are in our mid 40s. I am 45. Babe will be babe, how old will you be? 46, 47. How old will he be? 40, 45, 47. He will be 47 in June. And we are just now starting to get it. But it's okay. We're not, I'm not, downing, the journey that we came on. I'm not downplaying, the struggles that we've had. I praise God for all the struggles, because for the last 21 years almost that we've been married, we have been through some stuff, and it's taught us some stuff, and you learn from your mistakes. Um, and a mistake is worth being a mistake if you learn a lesson from it. I will say that again. A mistake is worth a mistake. It's worth making the mistake if you learn a valuable lesson from it. We have learned some valuable lessons from the many mistakes. And don't get me wrong, we're not done making mistakes. We make mistakes all day, every day. But learn from them. And when you learn from them, I better not turn right there. That's gonna lead me down a road of destruction or some chaos, or get me into some stuff that I might have some trouble getting out of. So let me not take that right turn. Let me go left. And so That being said, it is not too late to turn. It's not too late to turn the tables. It's not too late to turn it around. My husband and I are now we're just now getting it. The last couple of years, we are just now getting it. And our mindset is changing about building something for our kids, our children's children, to build that legacy that my grandfather talked about, that, our ancestors, spoke about, building that legacy. And so I believe that God has laid the playing field for all of us. This pandemic, a lot of people look at it as a curse. Yes, Jesus, he cursed. There were plagues. I believe that this pandemic, God made it he leveled out the playing field for us all. I said in my live stream a couple of months ago that God gave us all a refresh, a restart. He has pressed a restart button for all of us. Please take advantage of it. Please don't come out of this pandemic the same way you went in. If your mindset is still the same, I urge you to start looking at things that will build wealth for your family, opportunities that will make you better than what you were in this pandemic. And it is there. It is ours for the taking. The playing field is leveled. All of us are in the same boat. We're all in the rich, poor, whatever. We're all on the same playing field. So we're taking advantage of this time. This time, we are still being blessed within this pandemic. I can't speak for anybody else, but as for this house, God has shown us so much favor that it has blown my mind. Even in the midst of everything that the world is going through, God is still God. He is still in control. And guess what? He is still making moves that are game changers. Trust in him if you want to. And even if you don't, okay, I'll take your portion and yours too. I want it out. Hey, Creole Sissy, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yes. Vern says yes. So I am blessed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are blessed. We are blessed. It's a blessing just to be able to wake up. But even when you see those things that your desires are being brought into fruition, or your goals are being met, or you're checking off. I showed you all my vision board. My vision board. This is my vision board. When you're able to check off things on your vision board, or the things that you've written in your journal, the things that you wanted to accomplish, or the things that you had been working on but just couldn't get around to it, or whatever the case is, you start to be able to check off those things. You were able to pay that loan off, or you were able to pay that bill in full. Those things make you feel good. And so that's what I'm talking about. And I'm not just talking about monetary blessings. It's a blessing just for me to be on this live. It's a blessing just for me to be able to see the t-shirts in the back of me. I have sight. I can hear. I can speak. I can move. I can feel. So that's a blessing. That is a blessing. And so for you all who just came in, this is my merch. I'm rolling it out. I rolled it out last week. I am the church, and Kick Rocks is my second shirt. I am working on a third shirt. It is in production as we speak. I am working on my link, how I want to connect it to the channel. I'm not sure if I'm going to do PayPal or if I'm going to do a website. Whichever way is most economical for me starting out. I don't want to spend a lot of money to do this. So However that works for me, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I know a lot of you all on here have merch, or you have your hands in a whole bunch of cookie jars, and I applaud you. Um, Thank you, creative. I appreciate that, sis. I applaud you. For making big moves, boss moves. These are called boss moves. These are boss moves. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I'm sorry, I missed a comment. Vern says, "Oh my God, I say that all the time. Go left or go right. Either way, you learn from it. Right on. That's right. As long as you learn from it, as long as you learn from the mistake, it's worth being a mistake. It's worth it. It's worth it. And so, and don't beat yourself up about it. Don't it if it happened, it happened. Learn from it, get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stay stagnated. That's the worst thing you can do is be stagnant. That is the worst thing you can do after a mistake or in a I'm not even gonna say a mistake. I'm gonna say a storm. The worst thing you can do in a storm is be stagnant. There is always a way out. You just have to find it. Everything is not always in black and white. Eating spices says, I agree. I'm telling you, sis, we've got to take advantage of the gift of a refresh, the gift of a restart, and start figuring out what you have in your hands, what kind of opportunities you can have from this. Start gleaning from those who are willing to give you information, like Burns Junk Closet. Those people who will pour into your life, catch hold of that, and start doing something with it. I know I certainly have. My husband has certainly, have done that as well. And we are on the same page. We both think the same. We both want to leave a legacy for our children and our children's children. And that it's not too late for us to start that. It's not too late. It is not too late. And so there is no time like the present. No time like the present. And so I just want to encourage you all. I thank you all for rocking with me tonight. I did come on a little late because of some technical difficulties, but nevertheless, I came on. I was ready to give up. I'm so glad I talk about one of these words that I was ready to give up tonight is perseverance. I'm so glad that I persevered. And I came on this live because y'all, I'm not just talking to y'all just to blow smoke out of my mouth or out of my ears. The words that I'm saying, they're helping me too. I'm not just saying, I'm not just talking just to be talking. I'm speaking to myself too. And so I want to apply everything that I have talked about to my life. Either I want to or I am already. And so it's not too late for you all either. I just want to encourage you all. It's not too late. It's not too late for you to make moves. One of our lives, I think it was day 17 or 18, we talked about game-changing words. Game-changing words. One of them is motivation, determination, focus, perseverance, belief, and activation. Those are game-changing words. Why? If you put your faith in it, because the word tells us that faith without works is dead. You cannot do one of those words without the other. They're called game-changing words for a reason. Apply those to your life. Apply those to your situation. Whatever your situation, even if you don't have a situation, still apply those words to your daily life. And you'll start seeing success flourish from your situation. You'll start seeing different things being birthed because you have activated these words. Faith without works is dead. And so that's some of the words that we have God has blessed us to be able to share on this 40 days of weight loss. And we've named them game-changing words. And we name them that because they are game-changing for our life. And they are game changers for anybody who applies them to their life as well. Again, those words are motivation, determination, focus, perseverance, belief, activation. You got to activate that thing. You got to activate that. I said earlier, being stagnant. It's no time to be stagnant. If you stay stagnant, time stops for no one. The world will keep turning and keep turning. And you will be in the same place, the same position as you were 5 months ago, 5 years ago, 50 years ago, however old you are, whatever time frame you in. If you stay stagnated, you won't win. You have got to activate in order to win. God wants all of us to win. We are all winners, and it is ours for the taking. All you got to do is apply some activation. Apply these words to your life. Apply these words to your situation. And I guarantee you will see results. Thank you, Creative. I appreciate it's not just me. It's the God in me. And what I said earlier in the live was this weight loss. We thought, my husband and I, he was the one who came up with the whole weight loss challenge thing. We had been talking about getting in shape and some other things, just being healthier. And so when we started the challenge, it was all about weight loss. That's all it was. Neither of us knew where God was going to take us with it or what he was going to do inside these 40 days. We did not know. I am grateful for his obedience and then him bringing it to me and me being obedient, because had we not been obedient, we wouldn't have been able to bless you all, and we would have been able to be blessed ourselves, because when you're obedient to God, he does things in your life that are astronomically big. And that's what we're seeing because of our obedience. Not just about weight loss, it's about being obedient. This challenge has become so much more than just weight loss. We have gained so much within these 20 days, and we are still excited about it. We are still motivating each other. We are still determined. We are yet focused. We believe, of course. We are persevering because we get out there every day. And we are activating all of these words and applying them to our lives daily. That's what we've chosen to do because of we're being obedient. And because of that, God is starting to open up even more doors that had started to even open even in the beginning of this pandemic. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings have come into the Lee household. And I want God to continue to do that. So I'm going to continue to be obedient and continue to follow where he leads me, and continue to be on this platform and continue to give you all what he gives to me, because it's not because I just want to talk. It's because I just want to be obedient to what he's telling me to do. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Yeah, I could be doing something else, but I choose to be obedient. I made that promise. I was going to be obedient. Showtime, what's up? Hey, how are you? How's it going? I have to get over back to your channel. I haven't been there in a while, but I have to get over there and visit you soon. How have you been? I hope all is well with you. Shout out to you all in this chat. Hey, listen, if you've not given me a thumbs up, please do that. And please share if you can. I am getting ready to get off. It's almost an hour. And I only stay on an hour. And so I appreciate each of you being here with me. I appreciate you, my mods, and all the love that I've received in this chat, and that you show me all the time by your support, by watching my videos, by leaving me by your encouragement. And I love you. I love you. Babe, tell Joy to leave me alone. It's just I'm, I'm trying to listen. Keely, I went walking once. The fact that you have been so consistent. Thank you. Thank you, team. I appreciate it. I really do, sis. And it's encouraging for me to log on and to see the comments. Keep going. You're motivating me, or this was good. I appreciate you. And it makes me, it warms my heart. Just by all the encouragement that you guys have given us. And I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail you all. I don't want to fail myself. It hurt me to the core that week that I wasn't able to go walk. And I was trying to get there, and my husband he just would not let me be great. He was not trying to hear me going to do anything. And so I'm glad that I listened. I was obedient, and I was able to take that week off and give my body some rest. And it has been, it did help. And so I appreciate even the prayers. Okay, Verns, I'm getting ready to get off here in just a minute. But thank you for being here, Verns. I love you, sis. But it means the world to me for us in this challenge. And I want you all to be encouraged too. I want you all to stay motivated. I want you all to be encouraged, and I want you all to continue to apply these words that we have given. And if you've not watched day 17, it will bless your socks off. If you've not yet watched Weight Loss Challenge WLC day 17, make sure you go and watch it in its entirety. I promise it will bless you. It will bless you. With that being said, I love you all so, so very much. Thank you all for rocking with me. And I thank you for your encouragement and support. Until next Thursday, I will be back. Again, this is my merch in the back. I will move over so you can see. It's Kick Rocks, and in the middle, it's I Am the Church. Stay tuned. There will be links for you all to be able to purchase. Also, my seasoning, my rub, it's gone out to a couple of people, and I'm waiting on some feedback. I know one of the people cooked with it today, and so I'm waiting on her feedback from it. And so once I get feedback from them, and I decided to send it to these people because I know that they would be honest with me. And honesty for me is what I need because I want this to be a success. And so I'm needing that constructive criticism, whether it's good or whether it's bad or whether it tastes like dirt. I want to know. So I appreciate those who I've sent my seasoning to. It is coming out soon. It will be in a store near you. I am speaking that thing that be not as though it was already. And so I do believe that it will be. And so therefore it will be. And so with that being said, good night, everybody. I love you. Have a great, great night. And I will see you all in these YouTube streets.